I mean, you play the game the way you're supposed to. I don't think there's been a game this season where, we really felt like we got beat. I feel like we made mistakes where we beat ourselves. But, that's the game. You give it to them. They had a great performance by my guy, Austin. He knows how to get fouled. He always has. So, but we still had a real opportunity to win that game regardless of the free throws. So I don't ever want to put it on that.
To see him have that type of game and also, be so close to a triple-double, you know him pretty well. I mean, just going to see that type of impact from him.
Yeah, I mean, Austin is really good, and he always has been. He usually beats the hell out of me in golf. He's a hell of a golfer, but I think this is his first 50-point game. So you take your hat off to guys like that, where you show them different coverages. They change up the way they play it, especially with Luke out. He put on a performance like that. You tip your hat to him. So I'll give him a couple texts after today.
What do you have to say about his supporting cast? Because DeAndre and Smart, Rui, they had a hand in it as well.
Yeah, they played a great game, but like I said before, their role players don't do what they're supposed to do. I think that we just beat ourselves this game. We had control of the game. We had the lead. I think it came down to execution at the end of the game and figuring out how to, obviously not foul, but to put ourselves in the best situation to win.
Zach, when you look at the box and you're scoring DeMar, and which you're getting from Dennis and everyone, how close do you feel like you guys are to piecing this whole thing together?
Yeah, but obviously, I think we're close, but we'd rather be close with 3 wins than being 2, 1 or 2. Where close in the NBA doesn't count. I think we are close, but we got to figure out how to finish some games. We let one slip away in Phoenix. I think we let one slip away again today. So guys are doing their job. We just got to figure out how to finish. How
close was it to not playing tonight based on how you feel?
I'm sick, You guys might want to wash your hands after this. If I can go out there and try, I'll be okay. I've missed too many games in my career, so I played through sickness before. I was okay.
Where do you think it affected you the most? Just maybe from like a fatigue in any way? What were you feeling out there?
Just breathing. Once you go out there and you start playing, you forget about it. But just fatigue, you get a little tired. But we've all had a cold or been under the weather. You can play through that.
What is it? Was it IJ that got you sick? How'd you?
Somebody did.
Yeah.
My wife and kids aren't here right now, so it wasn't them. They're usually the ones that get sick. So somebody in this locker room, I can point the finger at, but
yeah.
I'll be okay.
This is a tough road trip for you guys as you look ahead to just the opponents that you guys are playing. How do you see it yourself?
You gotta play all the games. You play everybody in the league at least twice. So it doesn't matter when you play them or where you play them at. You got to play everybody. So it's one game at a time. You try to win one game at a time. I always view it that way. So figure out how we can, go out there, go to OKC, see the champs, and figure out how to get a win on a tough road trip to start it off. I think that's always the best way to start out a long road trip.
How about you going back to Chicago?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for it. Get to see my old coach, my old teammates. It's gonna be a little different. I haven't done that for a while since I played in Minnesota. So, we did play them here last year though. So I think that was the icebreaker. I think we're all now comfortable. I think they're comfortable after the trade. Spent a lot of time there, obviously, but I think it'll be fun.
Going back to Austin for a sec, what do you think of your guys' execution when you start doubling him towards the end there?
Yeah, he made tough shots. He was taking on the double team. He was passing it. He was getting it back, and he was shooting shots at the end of the shot clock. He was making a handful of them. I think he shot 50% from the field, and he knows how to get to the line. He's not the most athletic guy, but he knows how to use his body. He knows how to create contact. He's just he had a hell of a game. I remember at the free throw line, this is your first 50-point game. He's like, ever. I'm like, oh man, enjoy this. I'll give you a text after the game and a couple explicit words for doing it to us on our home court. But you tip your hat to those guys. Like I said before, you had a hell of a game.
When you 3 straight 30-point games for you to start the season. I know you're known for scoring, but does this kind of feel a little bit more like what you want to do? You mentioned kind of how last year you were kind of initially trying to fit in, but does it kind of feel like this is the type of player you have to be?
I mean, I'm just going out there playing the game. I don't try to put that in my head. I'm trying to be aggressive when I need to be. And I wish they all came in wins. I think that's the biggest thing where I'm at in my career. I wish that, every single one of them come in wins. And if it has to be 30 points one day, or one day I got to play defense or shoot a lot of threes, that's what I'll do.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks, Zach.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Final
you.
was that.
Yeah.